Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
It's good to have you here. I'm Whitney Ward. Less than 24 hours after he announced his resignation, Spokane Police Chief Craig Meidel is sitting down with KREM 2 tonight.
After serving nearly 30 years in Spokane, with 7 of those as the police chief, Meidel is revealing more about his decision to resign at the end of the year, just one day before Mayor-elect Lisa Brown will be sworn in as Spokane's next mayor.
KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk sat down for a one-on-one interview with the chief today. He's joining us now here in the studio. Kyle?
Well, Meidel says he is at peace with this decision and thinks the timing is right. He also talked about the challenges SPD is facing and how the new mayor will either help or hinder them. He's been with SPD for nearly 30 years and served as chief for the last 7. At the end of the year, Craig Meidel will put down the badge.
The timing just seemed right.
But the timing can't be ignored. You're stepping down the day before Lisa Brown will be sworn in as Spokane's next mayor. Would I be sitting here with you right now having this conversation if Nadine had won re-election?
In fairness, I may have stayed a little bit longer. But
what's a little bit?
A few months longer.
Really, just a few months?
Maybe a few months longer.
Meidel says change and new perspectives can be healthy for a police department, but a new leader will face the same challenges.
The reality is we need at least another 200 officers to get to the national average.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of officers, and it's not cheap. 2024 is going to require a lot of time looking at the budget and coming up with how do we first keep what we have, and then 2, if we want to expand, how do we afford that? And that's going to be a decision the mayor is going to have to make.
Spokane, for the most part, is a pro-law enforcement community, and Meidel says that support is one of the department's best recruiting tools. But others have been much more critical of Meidel and his officers. I saw a post yesterday in response to your resignation, calling your officers murderers and saying that you have, as chief, enabled them. I mean, what do you say to those people?
We have to acknowledge that there are some people that no matter what we do, they're just not going to be happy with law enforcement. There's nothing we can do to make them happy with our job. The challenge for a chief is determining who are the ones that no matter what you do, you will never make them happy. That's just human nature. Versus who are the ones that aren't happy, they just want to see improvement or they want to be acknowledged, they want their concerns heard.
What does it take to be police chief? And what is the next chief? What are the skills and knowledge that they'll need to have to sit at your desk?
That's a great question. There's a lot of layers to being an effective police chief. One is you have to have common sense. You have to be authentic. And one of the things I tell all of our new supervisors, and I interview all of our new supervisors as well, be authentic. Don't try to be something you're not, unless you're a jerk. And if you're a jerk, don't be authentic. Work on not being a jerk. And so I do. I tell them all the time. But you also have to listen. You have to be able to hear from the community. You have to be able to hear from the department.
Meidel will step down December 31st and is recommending Assistant Chief Justin Lundgren become interim chief. It'll be up to Mayor-elect Lisa Brown to fill Meidel's role, and council members will have the final say in who gets the job.
Mayor-elect Brown will be able to handpick the chief that she thinks is going to be best for the city of Spokane and hopefully for the department as well. And they will be able to start day one working with her philosophy.
And coming up at 6, we ask Meidel what he plans to do next. He's not ready to retire and says he's not going into politics. Whitney?
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. And with Chief Meidel's resignation, the search for someone to fill his shoes will be underway soon.
This afternoon, KREM 2 sat down with the Police Advisory Committee chair, and she explains her preferred qualities of a Spokane police chief after working with the last 8.
A number of the chiefs have been really good listeners. They have a pulse on what's going on in the community, and they do pay attention to what's happening.
So she says the hiring process will take several months in order to find the candidate who will best serve the city. Make sure to join us for KREM 2 News at 6 tonight for more from her.
All right, let's switch gears and talk weather with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo.
So Jeremy, the weekend right around the corner, a lot of folks wondering how it's going to be, especially as we're starting to make some holiday plans.
I think other than rain Saturday night into Sunday, weekend's pretty dry and looking pretty good, but look at the temperature right now. We're already down near freezing, and as temperatures drop and we get closer to the dew point, we'll eventually see fog and likely freezing fog. It is going to be that kind of night, but hear me out. I do think we get rid of it tomorrow, and I do think we wind up seeing a little bit of sunshine even if it is just a little bit. We'll wake up to that fog early tomorrow, catch a little bit of sun in the middle of the day, and then Saturday offers us a little sunshine before rain eventually works its way back in. That rain looks to arrive kind of overnight Saturday into Sunday. Let's go with a different model. So notice it's kind of after dark. It moves through and then moves out by Sunday afternoon. So things look pretty good for that. Once the rain moves out, I think we get sun. So sun tomorrow afternoon, sun Saturday through the first half of the day, sun Sunday afternoon. So it's there. You just got to be patient.
I don't like being patient, Jeremy. Thank you very much. All right, new tonight, the newest section of Spokane's North-South Freeway is officially open tonight for the first evening commute.
KREM 2's Shannon Mowdy was at the ribbon cutting for the new Welsley interchange. She's here now to explain what it means for this mega project. Shannon.
Well, a new 1.5 mile section of the North Spokane corridor, as you can hear and see behind me, is now open. And while that may sound like a small chunk of a mega project, it is huge news for Hilliard businesses. With barriers still up Thursday morning, Welsley Market looked much as it has for years.
Hey, how are ya?
A blockade for businesses like Ryan Miller's.
Is it iced or hot?
Things haven't been hot at Give It a Shot Coffee since Welsley closed.
All the morning traffic is on that one way or coming across Welsley. And so when I lost my Welsley traffic, all the rest of my traffic was on the one way going. And so I have a sign over there, but you know, didn't do a whole lot of good.
Delivery services have helped push his products out past the closures, but not enough.
Yeah, it cut me in half. Yeah, it cut my business right in half. Yeah, it was devastating.
Though a few short hours later, things were looking all right once again.
We've all heard for years that this would never get done. Well, that is just simply not true. Today, we are one step closer to final completion. We are reopening Welsley Avenue for the first time in 4 years.
The Welsley interchange reopened Thursday around 3:45, along with the northbound section of the North Spokane corridor between Welsley all the way to 395. The new section may only be 1.5 miles long, but it's huge for Hilliard.
There was and is a sense of expectation and optimism in Hilliard, tempered with a very understandable worry that this project may never be completed.
It means the 10.5 mile north-south freeway is 70% done. The entire freeway is expected to be done by 2030. But here in Hilliard, it feels like the start of resurgence, with more development and roadway upgrades coming in the next 5 years.
You'll see beautifully restored historic buildings and a reinvigorated streetscape. And you'll see new buildings rising from blighted vacant lots.
No telling what this new path forward may bring.
Yeah, I've just been waiting for this road to open, I'm telling you.
Well, I think you saw the traffic a little bit earlier. We have some traffic coming right behind me. Welsley is now open, and you can actually take Welsley and get onto the north-south freeway and take that all the way northbound to 395. The southbound, which gets off right here behind me, that's going to open sometime tomorrow afternoon. Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.
All right.